Welcome to the E.A.R.L.Y Show, episode 3. I'm so glad you guys are here. Yay! Today it's cold in Kansas. We had the most beautiful weather over the weekend. I want to say it was like in the 60s, nice springtime day, right? Yesterday it snowed or sleeted or iced. I don't even know what it was. It didn't stick, but it was like super windy and the ice was coming down in like flakes that were kind of snowy, kind of sleety, kind of icy. So I am freezing today, so I have my coffee. For those of you tuning in for the first time, thanks for being here. I'm Kristen from Dine and Dish, and the E.A.R.L.Y Show is all about what we're eating, asking, reading, loving lately. And then the why is your turn. You get the opportunity to tell me what anything you've come across that you've eaten, asked, read, or loved lately. So it's love to have this be both ways. So please definitely tune in. After you tune in, share in the comment section below anything that you've loved or read or eaten lately that I need to know about. Maybe also if you have a product or something you want me to share on the show in the future, let me know about it in the comments below and I'll try it out. And if I love it, I'll share it. So I am so excited. Today we have just a random hodgepodge of stuff to share with you. So I'll go ahead and get started with what we're eating. Okay, I have a very simple recipe to share with you. And as always, you can find the links down below. But today it is a chicken marinade recipe, which you wouldn't think like there would be that much difference in chicken marinades, right? You're wrong. My friend Robin over at a Pinch has a chicken marinade recipe that she calls it a grilled chicken marinade. I have actually the last couple of weeks I've been using it in the oven on like chicken thighs and things like that. It is I think she just calls it a chicken marinade, like grilled chicken marinade recipe. It has, olive oil and some spices, a little kick to it. But I think her secret ingredient is beer or apple cider. And adding that element to this marinade makes the chicken so moist. I know, I hate that word too. I do, I hate it. But it does, it makes the chicken so moist and tender and so full of flavor. So definitely, especially with grilling season coming up, you'll want to try this recipe out. I'll link to it below. Robin with At a Pinch, just her grilled chicken marinade recipe. It is so good. You'll have to try it. All right, what we're asking. Actually, it's just me asking. I don't know why I'm saying we. It's not like I have a team of people here asking things. It's just me. So what I've Googled lately that I've been curious about is I bought this adorable, isn't this cute, container of, what is it, Endless Bouquets cut flower garden seeds last fall. And I know absolutely nothing about gardening. So if you were to look at my Google search history, I bet you would find that 99% of it has to do with like, when do I plant this? What do I do with this? How do I know if this is ready to be cut, et cetera, et cetera. So I did Google this week because I figured it's getting kind of close to spring, right? Hopefully, although the snow threw me off. I Googled like when to plant these seeds here in Kansas, like in the Midwest, and found out that you can plant them in the spring or the fall. I'm going to do it in the spring. I think it said as soon as the ground starts to soften enough that you can dig, then plant them. So I don't know. Any of you, I don't even know if these will work in Kansas. I'm guessing since I bought them in Kansas, they'll work in Kansas, right? I don't know. And do I just plant them wherever? I wish I was a gardener. My mom is an amazing gardener. I suck, but anyway, I'm going to try to plant some beautiful flowers because flowers make me super happy. So I don't know if you know anything about like when I should plant these other than what Google told me. What I hate about gardening websites, I will say, is that I just had a simple question. When do I plant these seeds? But I had to go through like 900 paragraphs of like the weather conditions and, which I understand. They want me to be very fully informed, but I'm a bullet list person. I need somebody to just like, boop, boop, boop. You're done. This is what you do. Check, check, check. You're good. Anyway, so planting these seeds, I'm going to be planting them here in a few weeks, I hope, when the ground softens. So, hey guys, I'm going from something kind of silly like flowers to something kind of serious. First of all, I have not been reading lately, which I know you may think, if you know me, that's kind of weird. I told my husband I think I have like reading ADD. I like start a book and then I stop. I can't seem to like get through a book or even get through like a page lately without being like distracted or sleepy or something. So, however, I read an article that my friend Aggie sent me this week that was really, really, gosh, what's the best word for it? I don't know, heartbreaking, scary, but I think it's an important read. And it was from the Washington Post, and it was like an inside account of a school shooter's mind. And basically, it was from Jesse Osborne, who was 14 years old. And do you remember last September when he shot his father and then went to a school and tried to go through the playground, but ended up shooting a first grader, fatally shooting a first grader, an adorable, sweet, precious baby. Ended up shooting him, killing him, but then got thwarted. I don't remember how it all happened, but an off-duty cop maybe or somebody ended up tackling him. This article like shook me to my core. It talks about how Jesse's plan, like he had a very long plan. He was a good kid. He was a Boy Scout, I think, when he was little. He had like certificates of excellence when he was in elementary school. Now, mind you, this kid's only 14, young. And he had a plan to go shoot up this elementary school. His goal was 50 to 60. If he was lucky, he wanted to shoot 150. Kill, not just shoot, kill. Precious babies. He took research from Columbine. I guess, those two killers, I'm not going to name them because I don't think they need the FaceTime. Those two killers were his idols. He posted in chat groups and Instagrams and things like that about his plan. And from what I can tell, nobody stopped him. I mean, like, nobody stopped him. Nobody reported him. I don't get it. Kids, if you're watching and if you see a friend or somebody who, even if you think they're joking, tell your parents. If they talk about shooting up a school or anything, just bring it to your parents' attention. Please. I know that's scary. I know that's hard, but oh gosh, it just makes me cringe thinking if this kid would have gone through with that, if this Jesse Osborne would have gone through with killing the amount of kids he wanted to kill, how many of his friends or acquaintances he had mentioned something to who didn't do anything. Not that it's their responsibility to do something, but they're going to have that on their heart for the rest of their lives. And they probably do have that, the death of that little first grader on their heart. They could have maybe done something. So anyway, but I guess the one thing about the killer in the Florida shooting still being alive, because there are very few shooters who are still alive, right? Is that we are going to get to see a very unique look into the minds of these school shooters and hopefully get to the bottom of their mental illness or whatever is causing them to act out in this way. And hopefully, gosh, I sure hope that through this research and through getting to know how their minds work, we are able to kind of help prevent this more in the future. I know this is a bigger issue than this show has time for, and I don't know what else to say, but I'm going to link to this article, and I hope you'll read it because it's super eye-opening, and I think it's really important. So anyway, that is what I'm reading. I'm reading some books too, and hopefully next week I'll be back with a lighthearted book for you instead of all this deep, serious stuff. So, okay, what I'm reading. There you go. Inside the Mind of a School Shooter. You guys, what I'm loving. If you love coffee like I do, if you get coffee, if you have access to a bean grinder at your house, and you want the best possible coffee, but you like variety, I have the best thing to tell you about. It's called MistoBox, and MistoBox is a subscription program where I want to say it's between $11 and $15 a month, like depending on which service you choose. They will source roasters from over 50 roasters nationwide, I believe. Maybe just the United States, but I think it's nationwide. They'll search from over 15 roasters, ethically sourced roasters, and will send you a box with a bag of beans in it. We have an espresso machine, and what I love about this service is I want something different. Like, I want to taste coffee from all over the world. I don't want to just taste coffee I can buy at my local grocery store. I was subscribing to a couple of individual coffee shops like Blue Bottle and Dalmaist, who would send me coffee every month, but I wanted something different. I wanted to try different things. So you fill out this little survey on their site of what kind of roast you like, how often you want it sent to you, you know, et cetera, et cetera. They plan your schedule. They plan around your schedule and then send you a bag of coffee beans, you know, from a different place every month. I think it's so awesome. And I've gotten coffee from California. Let's see, where's this one from? I don't know. This one is from Cafe Vita. I don't know where that coffee roaster is. I don't know. They send you a little description about where the roaster's from and different things like that. But it's a great service. It's a great gift. I know several people who got their spouses this gift for the holidays. And I think it's really inexpensive. Your beans are roasted fresh. So you do your survey every month. They look at your survey. They give you, pick out a roaster for you, and then send your order to the roaster. The roaster then roasts the beans fresh, packages it up, and sends it to you. So it's called MistoBox. I would love for you to try them out. I have a link. Again, everything I talk about, I always link in the bottom here. So make sure you check out the links, because that way you can go straight to the things that I shared. But it makes a good, really good cup of coffee. I swear I drink more coffee at home since I bought my espresso machine and since getting really good beans than I ever have. I mean, I still have like 1 cup a day, but what I'm saying is I don't go out for coffee as much. I still do visit coffee shops because I love the coffee shop vibe, but I don't just like pull through a drive-through as often as I used to, because I can make really great tasting coffee at home. I have loved every roast they've sent me, and I think you will too. So Seth at MistoBox, that's his name. I am assuming that's his name. I mean, that's the person I work with, and I think he's the guy. But great idea, Seth. I love your stuff. Check out the link below. Okay, that was what I'm loving. Now, next. Okay, friends, now it's your turn to let me know what you've eaten, what you've asked, what you've E.A.R. I can't spell. Eating, asking, reading, anything that you've read. I am in a book slump. Please, if you've read something good, let me know what you're loving lately. So I'd love to hear from you, please. Just leave it in the comments section below, or if you're watching this on my blog, thank you for visiting. Just watch it below. I think that's it. So eating. Robin from At a Pinch, her chicken marinade, asking when's the best time in the Midwest to plant these garden cut wildflowers. Reading was the Inside the Mind of a School Shooter article from the Washington Post. No, that's not right. Anyway, you'll see it below. Goodness, I can't think. And then loving was the coffee beans from MistoBox. I love this subscription so much, and I think you will too. All right, friends. I'm not sure if I'm going to be here next week because I'm going to be gone on spring break visiting my parents in Texas. So, but I will try. I will definitely try. Thank you again for watching. Okay, you've made it through the video. Now what do? I hope you'll subscribe. Right down here, someplace on this screen, you can subscribe and get updates when I post a new YouTube video of the E.A.R.L.Y Show. So, or you can always visit me. It's Kristen, and my website is www.dineanddish.net, or you can follow me on social media. I'm at Dine and Dish, not Dine and Dash, Dine and Dish, just about everywhere. So Kristen at Dine and Dish. I look forward to chatting with you.